Test 1, 2, 3. You can hear me?
Yep.
Okay. looking for Keenan Webb, has a step on the receiver, and it's caught at the 10, 5, touchdown, Guthrie Bluejays. And the Guthrie Bluejays are state champions for the first time in school history, and they are celebrating on the field.
The following is a production of Guthrie Football, 4-time state champions.
Staley gets the snap. He's running with it left side. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Guy Staley and the Blue Jays regain the lead.
Next time that I talk to you, I will be talking to the greatest team in Guthrie High School history.
The Blue Jays are looking to add yet another gold ball made of Guthrie blue.
Ryan Dutton takes the snap, and there you have it. The 2011 Class 5A state champions are your very own Guthrie Blue Jays for the third time in school history, and they have dashed onto the field. Motion to the left side. They run to the left side with Alexander across the 5 to the 1. Touchdown, Ida Alexander. And for the fourth time in school history, the Guthrie Blue Jays are your Class 5A state champions, and strike up the band one final time.
One thing that will never be replaced is MTXE. Mental toughness, extra effort.
It's being determined to win in the face of all odds, all obstacles, and coming together as a unit to accomplish that.
Year after year, the Blue Jay offense is amongst the most prolific offenses in all of Class 5A.
Option reverse to Callens. Callens looking for throw. Wide open. Blaze Hastings, can they connect? He does. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Reverse pass, and the Blue Jays are on the board. Strike up the band.
It's that time again. It's time for Blue Jay football.
Hit hard. Landry Chapel gets every Blue Jay fan off their seat.
It's now.
Strike up the band.
On the Guthrie Radio Network.
Guthrie football. Open up mics. It's time to go.
Launch authorization received.
3, 2, 1.
Guthrie Football 2021 is brought to you by Interbank, strengthening our communities through community banking. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. Exxon, we build better business owners. Taylor Insure Group, insuring your world. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. North Church Guthrie, you matter. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. And F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. Guthrie Blue Jay Football is also brought to you by Guthrie Tag Agency, A-Team Overhead Door, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33, Bank First, Hayes Tree Services, Russell Family Power Washing, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma.
Welcome to Guthrie Football. The following is a production of Guthrie Football, spanning across the Blue Jay Radio Network.
Throws it up for Dante Foster in a triple coverage. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the voice of the Blue Jays, Chris Evans, and tonight's Interbank Bluejay Kickoff Show.
The high school football season is here in Guthrie as the Blue Jays set to take the field for the first time here in 2021. Good evening and welcome everybody on Hot 93.7 FM KSPI, where it feels like 93.7 degrees today. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Coming to you inside Jim Thorpe Stadium in beautiful Shawnee, Oklahoma. It is the Guthrie Blue Jays taking on the Shawnee Wolves, and we bring in everybody on 93.7 FM as well as our streaming audience on our YouTube feed, Guthrie News page. So if you want to watch the pictures of this, just go to our YouTube page at Guthrie News page, or simply go to Guthrie News page. It's the main story. Click on it and enjoy Guthrie high school football, not only tonight, but all season long. So glad to have you as we bring in our crew tonight. And it is a family affair tonight for sure. We have one stranger with us here on the broadcast as well. On the videos, on the cameras tonight will be Mason Russell and Kel Evans, Braden Russell on our scoreboard tonight. Connor Phillips, our video coordinator. Aaron Ryburn producing everything. Cheyenne and Daryl back in our Stillwater studio. My brother Ronnie Phillips. I'm Chris Evans. It is indeed a busy booth, but it'll be a fun season here tonight. Season openers are always fun to kick off the season.
Oh yeah, the excitement's always there in the air. You got the fans out back. They've got the barbecue grill growing. They're ready to go.
It is the Interbank Bluejay Kickoff Show. Brian Starkle and all the good folks over there at 224 East Oklahoma. Visit them online at interbank.com, 282-0470. The only thing missing to open up the season, we like to have all 10 games regular season games inside Gelsma Stadium, but we do have to be fair to the other teams, and so this is the second year to play Shawnee in a row. Of course, Guthrie won the last year's game 34-16. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we move on the show. And, first game out, you just really never know whether it's NFL. Of course, NFL has preseason games, so they have a pretty good idea. College football has no scrimmages. Guthrie did have one scrimmage last week with Bishop Kelly and Lawton. But still, that's different from game time. So it's still a lot of unknown here tonight for both teams.
Yeah, I mean, when I was back in high school, you kind of knew because you heard the talk through the rumbles through the players stuff like that. But me being away for the last 18 years, being in Ohio, this is going to be brand new to me as well. So I'm excited to see both teams, Shawnee and Guthrie. It's always been a rivalry, so I'm looking forward to see a good matchup tonight.
It is indeed. It's been a good rival as well. We'll talk about the rival series here in a little bit. Surprisingly, Shawnee does lead this series against Guthrie, although the Jays have a little bit of a bragging rights in the last 20 years in this series. We'll talk about that and a whole lot more. And as Ronnie mentioned a little bit earlier, a lot of new faces not only on the Shawnee side of the thing, but Guthrie as well, as they will introduce a new quarterback this year, a new starting quarterback, should say, as Josh Raines had that spot for a couple of years. Hayden Calvert, the sophomore, steps into that role. Hayden got some valuable time in the playoffs a year ago. In fact, helped Guthrie defeat Lawton MacArthur on the road for that first round playoff victory. But there's going to be a lot of players that are important on offense, defensive line, secondary, coaches, but the spotlight's always on that quarterback.
Yep, Hayden Calvert's got big shoes to fill coming in as a Guthrie quarterback. Just seen him from pregame, my first time to see him here. Sophomore, looks good out there, got the confidence, got the swagger. Expecting a good game from him tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. He wears jersey number 7. You'll see that a little bit later on tonight. And Hayden played a big part on the baseball team as a freshman in regional and state tournament action. So he's been in big games before, although never as a starting quarterback. And it's a little bit different taking that first snap. And I think he's got the expectations that you would want. He has confidence in that. And his Jays are going to need that. Luckily for him, there is a good running back behind him, a couple good running backs, but it's highlighted by Isaiah Hammonds, the junior. Had almost 700 yards a year ago, about a dozen or so touchdowns as well. He runs hard, and you hear Isaiah Hammonds and go, well, there's a Reverend Hammonds in Guthrie. Yes, that is his grandson, and he had a great sophomore year a year ago. Missed a couple games with an injury, but if he can stay healthy, it'll be a fun season for Isaiah Hammonds.
Yeah, I was at the scrimmage this past week, and he looked really good. Had some good electric runs through the hole there. So, yeah, it's going to be real exciting to watch him as well.
Yeah, he always seems to be leaning forward, and he had a couple 60-plus yard touchdown runs, a couple of them last week in the scrimmage against Bishop Kelly and Lawton. Well, we're going to take our opening timeout. We just wish we can keep on going, but we have some great sponsors. You'll see their commercials. You'll hear their commercials throughout the entire night. Almost everybody is back from a year ago. There are some new ones as well. We appreciate them. And so when you watch them and listen to those commercials, they are the reasons why we are able to travel with the Blue Jays across the state. Take our opening timeout. This is the Interbank Bluejay Kickoff Show.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma, or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years. I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Interbank Bluejay Kickoff Show continues here on Hot 93.7 FM KSPI, as well as on our video stream at youtube.com/Guthrie newspage.com. Coming up here in a matter of moments will be tonight's national anthem performed by the Shawnee High School Marching Band. And we introduce everybody here in the booth, but also want to say a big hello to Cheyenne back in our Stillwater studio. Jordan, who had been our producer for many, many years, has moved on. She's now an educator. She's a teacher in Oklahoma public education. So she's moved on, and Cheyenne comes right in, and we appreciate Cheyenne and Daryl back in our studio tonight, keeping us afloat across north central Oklahoma. It is a powerful station as we go up to the Kansas border, over to Sapulpa, down by Moore and Norman, all the way to Kingfisher, El Reno. And of course, right in the heart of all that is Blue Jay land here in Guthrie, Oklahoma. We're on the road tonight. The Blue Jays are taking on the Shawnee Wolves. Kickoff here in about 18 minutes. Along with Ronnie Phillips, Chris Evans with you on the Interbank Bluejay Kickoff Show. Again, coming up here in a matter of moments, we'll have tonight's national anthem. As soon as that starts, we will join that one as well. And we were talking about this series, and it's always been a good series between Guthrie and Shawnee, even during your high school days. Maybe not so much during my high school days. See, 96 we won, 95 we lost, 94 we lost. We were 2-2. That's pretty darn good for my era. See, you were 2003. Oh, 2003, 2002, 2001, LLL. So you're one of four. Wow.
Ouch.
Who brought you along?
Man, I don't know. I have to ask my buddies about that championship banner we raised, though. So
let's go downstairs to the national anthem. And there you have tonight's national anthem performed by the Shawnee High School Marching Band. The Guthrie High School Marching Band, a little bit of a traffic issues. They're on their way. They're going to be here, but they're a little behind. Always great to have the Guthrie High School Band on the road as well. The cheerleaders, as you saw moments ago, are also here, and the Blue Jay crowd across the way, who remain in the sun, is making their way into the stadium.
You're a dedicated fan when you sit in that sun over there. I've been out there for about 5 minutes. I had to come back in.
Now, I remember we started the radio broadcast of everything in 2002.
That's correct.
In 2001, I had newspaper duties, and there's aluminum bleachers over there now. Before that, they were rock concrete. Yep. And I remember 2001, a lot of people had burns on the, let's say, the backside. Literally burns because it was so hot. Guthrie Shawnee always usually first part of the season, like today, to begin the season. And they're still in the sun, so they're baking over there. The home crowd, and we're in the unconditioned press box, but we are in the shade.
It's always an advantage to be in the shade, but yeah, I'm glad they at least made improvements to the visitors' stands over there. It was really bad back in my day, but yeah, it's got troopers over there for sure.
Yesterday in Guthrie was the first day to reach 100 degrees. It felt like 100 all year long, but yesterday was the first time we actually hit 100. Temperatures right now is 92 degrees. It feels like 94 degrees. Winds are the south-southeast at 11 miles per hour. There's zero chance of rain, which is probably good. We have cameras outside. But hot weather, it seemed to play a factor a year ago, and I'm sure it'll play a factor tonight, because I think both teams will be playing players both ways, sometimes three ways, and so that's extra snaps in this heat.
Yeah, weather is always probably going to play an issue. I was down on the field earlier with Connor, and it wasn't as bad as yesterday, but it shouldn't be too much of a factor with the wind blowing just a little bit. So there will be conditions that they have to fight through. But again, it's Oklahoma. Every high school in this whole state has to fight through these kind of battles today.
Absolutely, and they've been practicing it all week and the previous weeks before that in the summertime. So they're going to be used to it. But still, game conditioning is a little bit different than practice conditions. So I think whoever is in better shape will have a better chance here tonight. Shawnee High School Marching Band coming off here at Jim Thorpe Memorial Stadium. as we are here in the Interbank Bluejay Kickoff Show. We're going to take our second time out. We were kind of looking at our high school days and how the Blue Jays and Shawnees did. We'll take a bigger look at how these two teams have done over the years. Our first meeting was back in 1986. Who has the upper hand? We'll talk about that and more as we edge our way to kickoff 2021. Guthrie at Shawnee. This is the Interbank Bluejay Kickoff Show.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon. At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays!
Along with Cheyenne and Daryl in our Stillwater studio, here in Shawnee in the booth, Kel Evans, Mason Russell, Connor Phillips, Braden Marie Russell, Aaron Ryburn, Ronnie Phillips, Chris Evans with you. Glad to have you on board on Hot 93.7 FM KSPI. Yes, we did not say Phil Nichols, but don't worry. The ratings are already suffering enough without Phil on the broadcast, but Phil will be with us next week. He's in parts unknown. I can't talk about what he's doing right now because there's a, well, let's not, I've said too much already, but Phil will be with us next week. Phil, hope you're having a good time. It's a good reason why Phil's not here tonight. Ronnie, you look at this series. This is the 17 plus 4 is 31. So this is the 32nd meeting between these two programs. First played back in 1986. Shawnee won the first 3 games of this series in 1986, 87, and 88. So overall, Shawnee leads this series 17 games to 14 wins for Guthrie. You look at the last 16 meetings, though. Guthrie has won 9 of those 16 meetings. Kelly Beebe, the head coach for the Blue Jays, is 3-2 against the Shawnee Wolves. Rafe Watkins, the coach before Kelly Beebe, was 6-5. And so there have been some great teams in Guthrie, and the greatest teams of Guthrie still had a hard time with Shawnee. And I go back to the 2011 season. Guthrie's toughest game in that state championship year was a second-round game against Shawnee. And to be honest with you, take my Blue Jay color glasses off, Shawnee was probably the better team that day. Guthrie came through but won that game. But even through the championship seasons that Guthrie's had, Shawnee's always been a tough opponent for them.
Yep, Shawnee's a big rival. They've always has been. I was looking at your stats here. I mean, if you guys would have picked up the 90s, we should be leading this overall series. But, you know, Shawnee, like I said, Shawnee is a huge rivalry. And the thing about what these kids don't really understand now is that these kids that they're playing with right now against that Shawnee, they're going to see these guys in high school and college. They're going to see them on the college baseball field. They're going to see them on the college football field. So the talk will never stop between these two because it is such a big rivalry. So, I mean, I remember the guys I played against, Brett Draper, Bryce Columbus, those guys, I still know those guys, and still, you still have the little gamesmanship that you still play because it is a rivalry.
Yeah, and Brett Davis was a big-time player for Shawnee.
Yep.
In fact, at halftime tonight, Brett Davis is a handful of Wolves that going into their Hall of Fame tonight. They'll have that at halftime here inside Jim Thorpe Stadium. And you look at Guthrie Bluejays, 2002 state champions, first ever state championship in Guthrie history. That year, they lost to Shawnee. 25-14.
That was the first game of the season. Again, that's the thing I'm excited to see today because it's the first game of the season. Both teams are going to have jitters. Both teams are going to be ready to go out and play. And they're just going to go out and see what happens, and that's just the way it happens all the time.
Shawnee, last championship was in 2003, and they defeated Guthrie that year 28-22. Last year, Guthrie at home opened up against Shawnee, won that game 34-16. Shawnee took the opening kick, went down and scored, led Guthrie 7-0, but the Jays led the entire way after they eventually took the lead 14-7. So Guthrie trying to win 2 games in a row. This is a non-district game between Guthrie and Shawnee next year and the year after, 22 and 23 season. Shawnee comes back into District 5A2. So this game today opens up the season. Next 2 years, it will be week 10 of the football season. It will be a district game. Shawnee's been in and out of the district 5A2. They spent some time up in 6A2 football as well, but they're in 5A. It looks like they're going to be in 5A for a while, because when they did bump up to 6A, those for the few years, they struggled against. Yeah, it wasn't pretty for them. But they're in 5A, and I think there's not that bubble, or they're going to be 5A, 6A. They're comfortably in 5A now, which I think will only help them to build a program, because again, Shawnee a year ago was 5-5. They did beat Sapulpa in the first round of the playoffs last year, but before that, 2019 they were 2-8. 2018 they were 2-8. 2017 they were 7-4, 5-6, 3-6, 8-4. So you see the record getting better as they take on 5A, more teams to their level, and so Shawnee, a bubble team to make the playoffs in 5A3 this year. I think they'll get there, but with all that said, we were just talking about it earlier, it doesn't matter, Guthrie, Shawnee.
Sure doesn't. Week 1, Guthrie, Shawnee, expect the unexpected, see what happens.
Take another time out here on the Interbank Bluejay Kickoff Show. We talked about the past. Let's talk about the present. We'll do that after this timeout. This is the Interbank Bluejay Kickoff Show.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m., where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
You can buy a pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or van anywhere. But why would you buy one without a guarantee? At John Vance Auto Group, our pre-owned vehicles come with our lifetime engine, transmission, and other powertrain components guarantee at no charge. Now that's peace of mind. We offer some of the lowest interest rates, too.
Everything you've heard about John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Here they come onto the field. The Blue Jay captains making their way to midfield. Good looking crew there. Spade Pool, Chris Shaputis, DeAndre Jones, Big 74 captain tonight as well. We'll talk about them here in a little bit. Take a look at the Blue Jay offense. Offensively, big offensive line, and you look at the offensive line, it's really good news this year. Now, next year, it might not be good news, but you look across the front, senior. And so you bring in a sophomore quarterback in Hayden Calvert. You want experience up front, and that's what Guthrie will have this year with the left tackles, number 54, Stan Wilhelm, number 52, Joe Matthews, number 77, Blake Swartz, number 22, Blake Doles. We'll talk about that. He was a linebacker last year, still might be a linebacker tonight, but he makes a move to the offensive line. And then number 56, Hayden Simpson as your senior offensive line.
Man, you got to love the all-senior offensive line there. They give that experience to the sophomore quarterback to give him that confidence, and you expect to see Hayden Calvert grow throughout the year because of that senior class on the front line.
Blake Swartz, number 74, team captain, along with 45, Chris Shaputis, number 2, DeAndre Jones, number 21, Spade Pool. For the Shawnee Wolves, their captain is number 2. Looks like they have won the toss, and they will defer to the second half. So Guthrie gets the football first. Number 2, Captain Jalen Orange. We'll talk about him here in a little bit, as well as number 4, Carson Conway. Conway, the quarterback. Orange, the running back, the wide receiver. He does everything for them. We'll talk about them here in a little bit. We talked about the offensive line. We talked about Hayden Calvert, the 6-foot, 165-pound sophomore, getting the start here tonight. Isaiah Hammonds, the 5'9", 180-pound junior running back. Carson Wilder, the halfback. He was awesome a year ago. He's gotten bigger over the year. DeAndre Jones, Tyron Eaton are going to be your main receivers tonight. We do have one game note. We'll go ahead and dive into the Mercy Health Report here real quick, as Jalen Shelf will not be suited up tonight. He has a hand injury. So Jalen Shelf, Jay, that will be a leader for this team, will not be in uniform tonight at wide receiver or at cornerback. And so defensively, Guthrie's had to make some changes as the safeties have come down the corners, and they're going to bring in Braden Cheney and Zach Henry to run the safeties tonight. Cole Whitfield, left corner, DeAndre Jones, the right corner, and just go out the front of the defensive line. Number 15, Landon Herzl, number 55, Gavin Sealanders, 45, Chris Shaputis, number 25, Nico Pena, and Jackson Walters across the front for the Blue Jay defense. So you hate to have any injuries any time of the year. I guess hopefully the hand injury can heal up where he'll be available maybe as early as next week. But right now, no Jalen Shelf here tonight.
Well, it's always there's always going to be injuries in football, but the good thing is that kids get an opportunity to step up. You know, there might be a diamond in the rough out there who can step up and do the job.
Shawnee Wolves have made their way out of their tunnel to our left. Blue Jays are still in their locker room. We're still about 4 minutes away from kicking off this ball game. And Aaron, we're going to be on break 4. Is that correct? Okay, we'll get to that here in a second. But
man, you got great crowd mics now. This has been uptown since I was last here in 2002.
Yeah, and we cheated tonight. We didn't put them down by field level this year. We kept them a little high, so we did cheat a little bit. So with that, let's take our opening timeout. When we come back, the Blue Jays are going to be running onto the field, and we're going to kick off the 2021 season. It's the Blue Jays and Wolves here on the Interbank Bluejay Kickoff Show.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065. Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejay student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Interbank Bluejay Kickoff Show. Blue Jays getting ready to run out of the big MTXE. It's a big blue paper. MTXE in white letters there on the far side, getting ready to run out onto that. Again, you can catch us a couple different ways. Hot 93.7 FM on the radio dial. If you want to see the pictures and the video, all that good stuff, go to youtube.com/Guthrie News page or go to GuthrieNewsPage.com. Click on the main story, and the video feed is there. Shawnee's been on the field for about 4 minutes waiting for the Blue Jays to come out. They're still 2 minutes before we kick this one off. And here come the Blue Jays for the first time here in the 2021 season. Good-looking group there as the Blue Jays sport the gray jersey pants, the white jersey tops with blue numbers. Of course, we know about that silver helmet with the G logo and the blue face mask. And we're just moments away from kicking off the 2021 season. Again, glad to have you on board. This has been the Interbank Bluejay Kickoff Show. Visit our good friends at 224 East Oklahoma Avenue. Visit them online at interbank.com. or reach them by phone, 405-282-0470. Mentioned earlier, Shawnee won the toss. They defer, so Guthrie will get the football first offensively here tonight. Again, game time temperature around 92 degrees, and I really think last year might have been even a little bit warmer than it is here tonight. But the home side is in the shade. The visitors, the Blue Jay fans, will be in the sun there for a little bit. As you see on our video screen, the middle of the field is shaded, but the left and right of the 40-yard lines are still in the sun, and that'll be the way for the next hour or so as that sun goes down. And before too long, it's going to be dark at 5 o'clock, and that's when I'll try not to whine too much. I love the sunlight. It's depressing when you look at it. It's 5 o'clock and it's dark.
Yep.
We got a few weeks before that as well.
Looks like the fans have finally showed up over there on the Guthrie side. You got the students over there in the student section with their construction vest on, it looks like. I'm not sure what that's all about.
Well, and to be honest, there wasn't much construction as I had expected on the way up here.
Not too bad, yeah.
Usually there's always construction when you go to Norman or Shawnee, but not this year. So Blue Jays onto the field. Shawnee's getting ready to kick this one off right to left. The Shawnee Wolves in their dark blue jersey pants and jersey tops. They have white numbers. Of course, the blue helmet with the S logo on the side, white face mask, back deep. For the Blue Jays, number 3, Tyron Eaton. He's a junior this year. Jays expecting a lot from him in kick returns as well as at the wide receiver spot this year. Isaiah Hammonds up front and around the 14-yard line. Shawnee Wolves will be kicking this one right to left on the radio dial. Kicking duties tonight for the Shawnee Wolves goes to 31, Rhett Neese. He is a freshman. We're underway 2021. Isaiah Hammonds fields it at the 32 on the near sideline, and he's out of bounds. And they're going to mark him at the 31. So the 22 to the 31, a 9-yard return. And here comes the Guthrie Bluejay offense for the first time here in the 21 season. They're going to be led by a sophomore quarterback, 6 foot, 165-pounder, Hayden Calvert. He wears jersey number 7, and he's going to be handing a lot off tonight. I hope so, because Isaiah Hammonds can run the football.
Yeah, we talked about that senior offensive line there. You got a really good running back there for Guthrie. They'll probably do a lot of running to get the balls, get the game going for Calvert there to get him settled in.
Ball's on the near hash mark at the 31-yard line. Jays moving left to right on the radio dial. Hayden Calvert, the quarterback. Hammonds, the running back, on the right side of him. Watson, receiver to the near side. He goes into motion. Calvert takes the snap. First carry goes to Hammonds. Guy meets him at the line of scrimmage, but Isaiah able to get out to the 32-yard line, about a 1-yard pickup. Shawnee defense comes out strong on the first play.
Yeah, they sniffed that out. A little cutback there for Hammonds. Not much to it.
They'll actually give him the 33, so it's a 2-yard pickup. Second down and 8. Blue Jays led by head coach Kelly Beebe in his 8th season as a head coach, but he's been around the program since 2004. He was the defense coordinator in the state championship years of 07, 11, and 13. Calvert will check the sideline here on this upcoming second down and 8 play from the Jays' 33-yard line. Guthrie will go from the shotgun majority of the night. Watson in the motion again from right to left. Calvert takes the second down 8 snap, looks to throw for the first time, has all day, now forces out. Flag thrown by the referee, pass caught at the 39, 2 yards shy of the first down. We'll have to check the flag, though, thrown by the referee.
Yeah, it looked like it's going to be holding on Guthrie on this part. Calvert kind of scrambled out there, and somebody got a jersey there. I don't remember who it was.
It is officially a holding referee tonight, Travis Given. The umpire, Matt Foreman. The head line judge is Cody Given. Line judge, Ronnie Titsworth. And the back judge is Donald Conan.
Guthrie wasting no time getting Calvert into the game, throwing the ball, second down, like it.
Now, a lot of people probably saw last week's scrimmage, whether on our feed or in person. Just a reminder, Guthrie was very vanilla, offensively, throwing the football, and for that matter, running football. They didn't want to put a whole lot on film. It's always coaches are always paranoid about that stuff. So Guthrie is pretty vanilla, but that penalty there will back them up quite a bit, all the way back to the 16-yard line. They need the 41 for a first down, so it's second down, and we'll call it 25. Calvert hands it off to Isaiah left side. Has a crease there for a second, but it quickly collapses as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. Pick up a 4, and it'll bring third down and long. A year ago in this ball game, Shawnee really hurt themselves with the penalties. So they're looking to clean that up under second-year head coach Jason Sexton.
Yeah, penalties. Guthrie's already committed one, and it's kind of already put him back there. So yeah, penalties going to be a big factor in this game as well. Who could be the cleanest?
Third down. Guthrie needs the 41. They're at the 20, so third down and 21 for the Jays. 3 receivers to the far side. Ball snapped in the center of the field. Calvert looks to throw, runs to his right, wants to throw it, throws it on the run, and it's over the head of his intended receiver, Jalen Harper, the 5'11 sophomore. And Guthrie will have to punt the football away, as the holding penalty really put that one behind the 8 ball.
Yep, sophomore quarterback like we keep talking about, pinning back an extra 10 yards. That was a good rollout, strong arm on the throw right there. Just kind of missed him. Had him there for a split second, but just overthrew him a little bit.
Yeah, good route there by Jalen Harper to get open. Good job, Calvert, to get outside the pocket. Calvert has a strong arm. He can also run the football, and just maybe put it all together. Opening series, Blue Jays will have to punt the football just like they did a year ago. Nico Pena, punt formation. He's a new Blue Jay punter. Had one punt last week in the scrimmage. It was a good one. He's back at his 9, so he'll need a good one here. Snap, a little rugby style. He'll look at it. Now he'll punt it. This one not so good, as this one will go out of bounds in around the 36-yard line. So Shawnee will have great field position on their opening drive here at their own 36-yard line.
Yep. ran off, a little rugby style, kind of took his eyes off the ball there before he kicked it, shanked it, and good field position for Shawnee to start off their first drive of the season.
Of course, that's probably the way he practices is the rugby style, because there was really not a big rush. But also, if you're
Game
ever
time,
going to run with it, you're not going to run 15, 18 yards with it. So here come the Shawnee Wolves for the first time offensively. They're led by their quarterback, Carson Conway. They'll hand it off to Jalen Orange. It's a short gain there for Jalen Orange. Jalen Orange, 1,600 rushing yards a year ago, 22 touchdowns. It's going to be very important to see where number 2's at. You got to find him all the time because he'll line up at the running back spot as he did there. He'll also line up at wide receiver. So you got to find him because the offense goes around him.
Yep, Kel Evans was giving my game report on the way down here and telling me to watch out for Jalen Orange. He said he's the big dog and he's going to be all over the field tonight, so be ready for him.
Pickup. Yeah, no gain there. So second down and 10. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 back set. Conway to throw for the first time. Goes to the far side. It's caught. And 4 or 5 Blue Jays will bring down the receiver. About a 5-yard pickup. On the reception for Shawnee was Hayden Walker, number 5'9" senior.
Great job by the defense right there to gang tackle. He catches the ball. All 4 or 5 Blue Jays there swarm to the ball. Good job.
Jackson Walters there first. Zach Henry there to clean it up. And so here go the Shawnee Wolves. They'll have about a 3rd down and 6 play coming up, and really this is probably 4-down territory.
Oh, no doubt.
Ball's on the far hash mark in front of the Guthrie bench. Shawnee moving right to left on your radio dial. Under 9 minutes play here in the opening quarter. Jays had to punt the football on their first drive. Here's Shawnee's first drive. 3rd down play. Conway to throw, goes to the far side, has a man. It's caught and driven out of bounds by DeAndre Jones. Shy of the first down by about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards. So the Wolves will have a 4th down and 2 play.
Yep, you called it. That's exactly it's a not a very hard play to run right there. It gets you enough yards to make a 4th and short to go for it right here.
You can give it to your big Jalen Orange. Yep. Who's 5'9", 197.
He's running on the field right now. See where he's going to line up.
Yeah, it's going to take a couple of Blue Jays to bring him down as he has very, very strong legs. So I would look for him to get the football here. He's their senior leader. He's been a 4-year starter for these Shawnee Wolves. Got to find him. Where is he at? They got a big running back back there. It's a snap right to the running back, and he'll have the first down as they brought in the big fullback-looking guy, Samuel Anderson, 6 foot, 215 pounds. Direct snap right to him. And looked like there was a Blue Jay there, but he was able to get the feet moving across the 25 for a first down.
Yeah, looks like they caught him off guard a little bit. It looks like they caught Shawnee off guard, too, because it looks like they missed a little movement there by the wide receiver.
Wolves with a fresh set of downs here. 8:25 and rolling here in quarter number 1. 3 receivers to the far side. 1st down and 10 for the Wolves from the 24. Orange gets the carry, comes near side, stiff arm at the 25. Driven out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And he's going to be driven out of bounds by, is that the new Blue Jay? I'm going to make sure that's right. Jacob Varnell, that was Jacob Varnell, the linebacker, just moved into Guthrie this year. He has a younger brother, Josh. Jacob Varnell, number 16 for the Blue Jays at linebacker. And he's going to be a really special player there with Spade Pull at the linebacker spot. Chase Stoles was a great linebacker last year. He's going to help the team on the offensive line this year. So Coach Beebe has options at the linebacker spot this season. Wolves get 4 yards by Jalen Orange, so it's 2nd down and 6. Ball marked at the 20-yard line. Back judge with the flag usually represents a delay of game. And Shawnee a year ago had 4 or 5 of those. Officials are talking, make sure, nope, they didn't set the game clock or the play clock correctly, so no flag. They'll pick that up.
Yeah, you talk about Guthrie linebackers. Just looking at Orange here, they're going to be real good tonight. He's a big boy running down the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, a 4-year starter for the Shawnee Wolves. 2nd down and 6. Blue Jays blow this one up. Chris Shaputis, boy, he was big time last year. He was big time last week. He's going to be big time all season long as we catch the replay here. He was in the backfield, threw his guy off, got in the backfield as we had lost back to the 22-yard line.
Blew that offensive line up there, wrapped up, wait for his buddies to get there, and made the good tackle.
Absolutely. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 play. Again, 4-down territory here for the Wolves. They're 1 for 1 on this drive on 4th down opportunities, but first things first here on this 3rd down and 6 play. They need just across the 15. Ball's on the near hash mark. Snap. Conway forced out of the pocket, run to his right, plants the feet, throws it, and it's going to be nearly intercepted at the 5-yard line. Intended receiver was Bauer Britton, as that one was underthrown there by Carson Conway. Good coverage down the field by the Blue Jays.
Yeah, he had that wide receiver in the very beginning of the play, kept rolling out, then tried to throw across his body, which is never a good idea, and almost got it intercepted for the Blue Jays.
So 4th down and 6. Looks like the field goal team is on the field for a 39-yard field goal attempt. It is straight on for the freshman kicker, 5'4", 135-pounder. Good snap, good hold. The kick will not even get to the goal line. And Blue Jays hold on Shawnee's first drive. So Shawnee held after making a 4th down. Couldn't do anything with it. Remember, they had started field position at the 36-yard line. The Guthrie defense does a great job.
Yeah, Shawnee definitely blew an opportunity right there to put some points on the board. Kicker wasn't quite ready. He kind of rushed it there, and it seemed like the play clock might have been going down on that, because you can see the kicker right there be frantic about getting the snap, and he never had a chance.
And really, the wind, you can hear it in our crowd mic blowing, but maybe if anything, just right to left.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, kind of surprised Shawnee didn't go for it on 4th down.
No doubt.
So the Jays take over, 1st down and 10 from their 20-yard line. One receiver to each side. Isaiah Hammonds up the middle. Not much there as the Shawnee defensive front stops Isaiah on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Offensive line got a little luggish right there and let the defensive come right through there and get Hammonds for a loss. Maybe not a loss now. Maybe get him line back.
Back to the line of scrimmage, so it's 2nd down and 10. 6.5 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. Shawnee 0, Guthrie 0. Carson Walter, the halfback, 2 halfbacks in there. They'll run with Isaiah to the halfback side. Cuts at the 20, 25, 30 to the near sideline. Stiff arm at the 35 and driven out of bounds near the 37-yard line. And Guthrie has their first down of the season. Big time run there by Isaiah Hammonds.
Great run. Instead of running right into the defense right there, they ran on a little counter action right there to get to the outside. Hammonds was able to exploit that hole and get out to the outside and then get a 1st down for the Blue Jays.
Mentioned Jacob Varnell moving at the linebacker spot. Also runs the football. I'm sure we'll see him as well running the football. 1st down and 10 for the Blue Jays. Hayden Calvert checks the sideline. DeAndre Jones, the receiver to the far side. Ty Eaton, the receiver to the near side. A couple of halfbacks on each side of the line of scrimmage. Calvert takes the snap, wants to throw, comes to the near side, caught by Eaton, spins at the 42-yard line, and that's a good pickup for the Jays. Healthy 4-yard pickup, and a couple of things there. First thing, you get a completion by Hayden Calvert. You get a catch by Ty Eaton. Just slowly work your way into it.
Excellent play call by the Blue Jays right there. Get Hayden, get him comfortable in this game, because we're going to need him here towards the end of the game.
Offense coordinator Jason Rice dialing up that play there. Hand off to Isaiah. He fumbles the football, and Calvert luckily jumps on that. And very rarely do you see Isaiah put the ball on the turf. He did that time, but luckily his sophomore quarterback was able to pounce on him. All back at the 38-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage. So now it's 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, a little mishap on the handoff right there, but I think Hayden put it in there where he's supposed to put it.
Yeah. Good looking offensive line. We'll talk about them throughout the night. 3rd down and 10. Guthrie needs the 47.5-yard line. Calvert rolling, throwing, has a man open. A lot of air in the ball. It's going to be intercepted at the 36-yard line. Hayden had a couple guys in the same area. Both of them were open. However, put too much air underneath that one, and Shawnee picks it off on 3rd down.
Yep, sophomore quarterback trying to maybe do a little too much right there. What down was that right? That was 3rd down. Yeah, if you don't get the play, that's actually a pretty good punt if you look at it that way.
Right. Like it's going to be intercepted there by Hayden Walker, the senior defensive back. So Shawnee back at it offensively, this time from their own 36-yard line. 5 minutes and 7 seconds playing quarter number 1. No score between the Wolves and Blue Jays here in week 0 of the high school football season. Quarterback under center. There you go. A little jet sweep play coming to the near side of it with Walk, and he's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage, possibly for a loss there on the tackle. For the Blue Jays was Braden Cheney.
Yeah, Cheney snuffed that out real fast. He wasn't going to be. So you could tell that's something obviously the defensive team practiced on all week long. Quarterback gets under center, which is very unusual. Jet sweep right there. He's able to blow it up for a tackle for a loss.
Did a good job of loss on the play of 4. So it's 2nd down and 14 for the Wolves. They come to the line of scrimmage. Receiver to the far side, receiver to the near side. Conway, the quarterback, in the gun. Orange on the right side of him. They'll give it to Jalen. Orange runs on the short side, and he'll get up to the 34-yard line. Short pickup of 2 yards, so here we go. 3rd down and 12. See the BB defense and come up and get another stop here and force a punt for the first time by the Shawnee Wolves.
Yeah, it looks like the quarterback Conway coming out of the game, so look possibly a direct snap again to the horse Orange right here, just to try to give a little bit of field position so they can punt.
Brandon Griffiths checks into the lineup as well, jersey number 13 for the Shawnee Wolves. 3rd down and 12.
Conway running back on.
He'll line up in the gun. He'll send 3 receivers to the far side of the field. The ball's on the near hash mark in front of the Shawnee bench. Conway takes the snap. He'll roll to the far side, being chased by Varnell. He throws at the last second. It's intercepted at the 40. And it's going to be brought down. It's going to break the tackle, 35 on his feet, across the 30, across the 25, and near the 20-yard line. Still on his feet. Holy cow, he can't be taken down. It's Braden Cheney. A huge interception and a great return.
Wow, what an excellent run after the interception right there. Absolutely runs over Orange there around the 15-yard line to gain an extra 10 yards. However, there was a flag thrown there by the line judge there towards the end of the play. Curious to see what this is.
2, 3, 4.
Bam.
5. It took the 6th tackler to bring down Brandy Cheney. I thought he was down even watching the replay. As you mentioned, there was a flag. They're going to wave that one off. A huge interception by Braden Cheney. Wow, what a way to make a varsity debut.
Man.
Braden Cheney, 6 foot, 163-pound junior.
Stepping up when the guy number 10 was out and stepping up. The opportunity was there, and he made it happen for sure.
We'll have to definitely mark that interception there, see if it pays off in points as the ball is marked at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Blue Jays. Hammonds gets the first try. He's going to go to the right side, he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Jays. They strike first here in the 2021 season.
Great run. Good eyes. Shawnee came with the pressure there. He was able to outrun to the outside, get into the end zone without ever being touched.
Get a look here on the replay. Yeah, as you mentioned, untouched and easiest touchdown Isaiah Hammonds might have all season long.
All set up by that great interception and run there.
Guthrie on for the extra point. Hayden Calvert, the holder. Carson Wilder, the snapper. Ezok, the kicker. Plenty of leg, and it is good. Guthrie on top, 7-0. 3:21 to play in quarter number 1. You're watching Guthrie Bluejay football presented by F&M Bank.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town. As Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie, Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Blue Jays on the scoreboard for the first time here tonight, leading. The Shawnee Wolves now score 7-0. For our video audience, we'll go ahead and take a look at that replay here of the interception that really set everything up, Ronnie.
Yeah, you got the quarterback running out right there. Senior quarterback, you wouldn't expect him to make a mistake like this, but he did. He threw an errant pass there. He's able to intercept it and then watch this. Oh, I guess if you're on the radio, you can't watch, but if you're watching live on YouTube, you can see what a great run that was. Ran over Orange, kept going for another 10, 15 yards. Excellent pickup for the Blue Jays right there.
And I apologize, Brandon Chaney. I'm sure you'll have a highlight soon, but that was Jackson Walters with the interception. So I apologize. It was Jackson Walters with the interception to set up the 5-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Hammonds. 3:21 to play in quarter number 1. Guthrie leads Shawnee 7-0. That is your John Vance Motors scoring summary, where it's all true at John Vance Motors. Ezok, the kickoff for the Jays, left to right on the radio dial. Jackson Walters with the big INT. Back to the defense here. It's a sky kick. It's a live ball, but it goes out of bounds. Shy of the 35, so the flags will come out. Shawnee will have the football at the 35-yard line.
Yep, Shawnee will get the ball with great starting position again, so see if the Blue Jay defense come up again and get another interception or even another stop, 3 and out.
Jackson Walters, you see there on your screen, number 6. He was he played all season long as a sophomore. He's a junior this year, and changing the weights on our spot boards, he put on 20 pounds in the offseason. And that happens a lot from your sophomore to junior year. And, boy, it paid off there as he broke 5 or 6 tackles.
He sure did. That definitely paid off. He's going to be proud of that, and the coach can be proud of that too as well.
Jackson Walters listed 5'11", 165 pounds. Shawnee Wolves first down and 10 from the 42-yard line, their own 42. Here comes pressure by Herzl. Dumped off to Orange in the backfield. Flag thrown as Orange is out of bounds at his own sideline at the 45-yard line. Just a 3-yard pickup. However, I'm guessing there might be a flag here on the Wolves, as that flag was thrown by either the referee or the umpire.
Yeah, it was thrown by the referee right there in the holding area. There's a little screen pass. Yep, officially is a hold on the Wolves right here. Again, penalties, as you talked about last year, for the Wolves kind of did them in, and they've already made a few already this first quarter.
So the penalty moves it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28-yard line. Shawnee needs a Guthrie 48, so it's second down and
be first down and 20, it looks like.
First down and 24? Yeah, first down and 24.
Ooh.
See if the Jays can take advantage of that.
See what old BB dials up right here.
He's got the line stacked. Here they come. Pump fake. Going downfield. And it's going to be incomplete, but 2 flags come in as they will get Braden Chaney on the pass interference.
Yeah. Threw the ball up. I think that's what they're looking for right there. He was covered. He came across right there, and
that was the previous play.
I didn't think it was. I thought it was more of a slip than anything, but that's what they called. So Blue Jays got to figure a way out to get back in there.
So we'll check that one more time. I think we got the highlight packed up here. Yeah, here we go.
Good acting job there. after seeing the replay there on Guthrie News page on YouTube. Not a whole lot of contact. Kind of just flopped there. Did a LeBron James, and first down for the Shawnee Wolves.
Ball will be marked at the 43-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Wolves. We'll have 2 receivers to the near side. Ball's on the far hash mark. Wolves moving right to left on the radio dial. Conway in the shotgun. Orange on his right side. Play action there. Pass caught to the far side, and it's going to be caught for a short gain. And it's going to be reception there by Hayden Walker.
Yep, Hayden Walker's in motion right there. Fake the handoff to Orange. Easy completion there for a good 4-yard gain for the Shawnee Wolves.
Hey, how's that rocker?
Second down, Wolves.
Good first play there. You fake handoff to Orange, who everyone's expecting to get the football, and a quick pass on that far side. 4-yard pickup. Second down and manageable here. Second down and 6. 2:38 to play here in the first quarter. Guthrie leading 7-0. Whistles, no flags before this one. Looks like we might have an equipment deal with Chaputis. Guthrie will have to hurry up and bring on big 61. Trayvon Braxton. Trayvon, 5'11", 238-pound junior. Good mix of seniors, juniors, and sophomores this year for the Blue Jays. 2nd down, 6 play upcoming. Orange gets the handoff. He'll get the midfield. Varnell in on the tackle on the top side of it. On the bottom side of it was Spade Poole. The linebackers meeting at midfield, so Shawnee will have